Hello everyone and welcome. So today we're going to learn all about on how to understand fast spoken English. So now I know for those who they start learning English or for those who they've been learning English for a very long time, I know fast spoken English on how to understand can be a nightmare, can be quite overwhelming, can be quite difficult, and of course can be a pain in the arse. So, how do we like kind of understand on how to work on how to understand faster spoken English? So, there's lots of different strategies. So, understanding faster spoken English, there's a lot of strategies where you can be able to follow in order to improve your spoken English or understanding on how to understand the fast spoken English. However, these strategies can not only help you to improve your listening comprehension, it can help you to on how to speak just like a native English speakers. So now I guarantee if you can follow all these strategies, I guarantee you'll be able to speak more faster. You will understand native speakers much better. So without further ado, let's get it started. And the first strategy is practice active listening. So now you might ask me, how am I gonna practice active listening? Well, for example, now take a look on this example. Can you understand this person?
I just felt it deep down in myself that this was the only way at the end of the day, and I just felt it was otherwise going to fall apart.
What I highly recommend is you have to, focus on, the context rather than focusing on the single words. Try to focus on the key words. Identify the important words in the topic that convey the main message. These sometimes could be the adverbs, nouns, adjectives, and verbs. It's very important that you learn all about these strategy. Focus on the context, focus on the sentence that person is talking all about the topic, and also try to focus, identify the important key words in the topic. So these sometimes it could be sometimes these are the topics. These are the words that convey the main message, that convey what is a topic is all about. And the second strategy is expose yourself into the faster speech. Now, there's lots of different resources where you can be able to practice on how to expose yourself. For example, listen to TV shows, listen to movies. These could be action movies, whatever movies you like to watch, and also listen to podcasts, listening to music, and don't forget to listen or watch on the things that interest you. If you kind of you like football, you might listen to football or watch the football, and that is all about English. And try to put subtitle at first, and then gradually you will reduce the reliance on those subtitles because it's not going to happen overnight. um, and I think the more you listen is important. The more you listen, the more you pick up the words, and the more you be able to understand how the faster speech works. And the third strategy is to practice shadowing technique. Well, what shadowing technique is all about mimic, repeat what you've heard. These are sometimes it can be phrases, words. This shadowing technique will help you to improve your pronunciation, rhythm, whatever pronunciation you're working towards. And also, I think these are the most important strategy because no matter what kind of accent you want to practice, just practice shadowing technique because it will help you to improve your rhythm, your pronunciation, and even your vocabulary is very important. And also try to listen to a variety of different accents if you listen to them. copy, repeat, mimic what you've heard, exactly what you've heard. So that is really, really going to help. And number four is breaking down the speech. Breaking down the speech. How are you going to break down the speech? So now you might hear normally a native English speakers, they say gonna instead of going to. So that's a reduction of the breaking down the speech. Want to is becomes wanna. So it's very important. And also, you might hear sometimes instead of saying going to London and going to London, going to London and going to London. So the first one, it might sound a little bit more slower, and going to London might sound a little bit more faster. So you're going to go for the second option is going to London, going to London. So to become to, which is a weak form, it's not important in a sentence anymore. So, and for become for, okay? So that's a very important tip you need to understand in terms of fast spoken English. And number five is you have to improve, learn vocabulary, learn phrases, because native speakers all of the time they use vocabulary that got like kind of a higher um, vocabulary. They use a lot of phrases you might hear, and so just try to learn expressions, idiomatic expressions, phrases, because the more words, the more phrases you have, the more is going to be easier for you to understand the fast spoken English. If you hear people they speaking and they use different variety of words and different variety of phrases, and you didn't understand basically, so because you don't have actually the bank vocabulary, the bank phrases. So it's very important that you learn phrases. It's very important. The more phrases, the more words you have, it's going to be easier for you to understand the fast spoken English and on how to speak as well. And also, number six is practice real conversations. This could be like just join conversations in real life. It could be online on internet. So I highly recommend to use Hello Talk, Tandem, and Free for Talk. These are the platforms where you'll be able to practice you speaking skills all of the time. It could be native speakers, non-native speakers, and you might come across lots of friends from different countries. It's very important that you use these apps. I'll put the link in the description below, so please make sure that you uh, practice these skills into these apps, and hopefully you'll be able to improve your fast spoken English on how to understand people, because it's spoken or fast spoken English is something that is not going to happen overnight. You have to put a lot of work on it, and you have to put a lot of practice in it as well. So it's not something happen overnight. Gradually, you will improve. The more you practice, I know you see the practice make perfect. The more you practice, the more you get better. So I think these are the six strategies. You like what you saw today, please make sure that you give the video a like, and also please make sure that you subscribe to the channel for more English content. If you have any questions, any sort of opinions, any thoughts, please recommendations, let me know in the comments. Always here, and I'll get back to you. And yeah, so that's all about it, and I'll see you soon. Cheers everyone, take care, bye bye.